Hey everyone, D3 here from BrightIdeaScouting.com, another Scouting in the Park. Today's question comes from a new advancement chairman asking, are there any resources to help her in her new role as an advancement chairman? And what does the advancement chairman actually do? So this is a great question that I thought. So let me kind of break this down into kind of what does the advanced chairman do? Kind of some resources for you, and then a couple of best practices to kind of help you out. First of all, as the PAX Advancement Chairman, you kind of need to know how it all works together. What does it take to become a tiger? And what are the different beads' color? What does it take to become a wolf, a bear, a webelow? And to know all that. And obviously next year, the program's going to be changing. So you're going to need to know that. But for those of you that are just right now, especially, you need to know how the ranks work. You know, there's 3 sets of 5 for tigers, that there's 12 requirements for wolf, 12 of 24 for bear, 3 activity pins for the webelows, and 8 for arrow of light. You're also the fun person. So after the kids earn their belt loops or pins or rank, you're the one that helps out at the PAC meeting or the award ceremony to hand out all their prizes, all their rank, all their achievements. And this is the fun part that you get to do. Another responsibility is to help that webelow crossover into Boy Scout. Make sure that they've got everything that's needed for their rank to help with the crossover into Boy Scouts. So this is kind of a great liaison person for knowing what's in Cub Scouts, but then also knowing where in the troops are the boys going to work with those troops for the crossover ceremony that typically happens at the Blue and Gold banquet. You also are responsible for grabbing the advancement reports from the den leaders. So this is something that will kind of say they've earned the bicycling belt loop, or they've earned 3 of the 12 requirements for like wolf or bear to get one of those little yellow or red beads. So communicating there. You also, one thing that will help that a lot of advancement chairs miss is your job is to help promote Boys Life. Boys Life is an amazing magazine. Comes out with a lot of articles that really help boys, and studies have shown that boys that read Boys Life magazine are more engaged in scouting and are more apt to complete the program. And so it's a great thing to help keep them back of our minds. Many times we're so busy with the rank and the merit and the belt loops and stuff, we forget about some of these other resources that kind of help. And then another responsibility is you're an adult leader. You're a committee position. You're a chairman. And so wear your uniform. Wear a full uniform with the neckerchief and the uniform and any patches that you've earned for events and stuff that you've gone to. So some resources that help you kind of learn how all this stuff works together. The Bible of Advancement is the Guide to Advancement. Comes out every other year, and so just a couple weeks ago, the 2015 Guide to Advancement just came out. We'll have a link to it in the show notes at BrightIdeaScouting.com/park015. That's /park015 for Scouting in the Park 15. The other thing, you have a whole support network you might not even know about. Every council has a council advancement chairman who oversees all of the Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts advancement. Use them as a reference and a resource. Also, each district in there has a council, Cub Scout, and Boy Scout advancement chairman. So in our council, we have 4 districts, and we have 4 different Cub Scout advancement chairmen. So use them as a resource for questions and stuff as you're learning in this new role. There's also a BSA advancement newsletter that comes out with topics. I will say it is, in the past at least, very Boy Scout centric, although they do touch on things in the Cub Scout realm. I'm hoping that with the rollout here in May, June, July, August, that a lot of that newsletter gets changed up to more Cub Scout stuff. But there are some Cub Scout things, but when you read it, you'll definitely know that it's It's very Boy Scout centric and stuff. So, you know, those 3 resources: Guide to Advancement, Council and District Support, and the newsletter from National. Now, a couple of best practices I've learned as I've been in both the Boy Scout and Cub Scout district committee chair. First of all, you got to communicate with your den leaders. Okay, if you want this to work, you got to communicate, and that's only like once a month. Is all I'm saying. It's not like you got to hound them every week, but just I've got a little template which we'll link up in the show notes that you can use for attendance and tracking those things. And at the end of the month, they hand that in to you, and you see what they've done. And maybe there's some months that they haven't finished anything. Totally fine. But at least you've got a record of that. You're also then to take that information of how the boys are progressing, because remember, we want every boy to advance in rank at least once a year there. Also, bring that information back to the committee. How are boys doing? Saying like, hey, the Wolves just went on a Frisbee golf outing and all earned their ultimate Frisbee belt loop. Things like that. Communicate that information back to the committee. Also, work with your district advancement chairman. This is a person that loves to help advancement and would love people coming to them asking how they can help, as well as just kind of getting up on what they want to do. Because implementing an advancement program in any council takes a lot of work. Also, work with parents. Many times, if little Jimmy or little Johnny get an award, and maybe their den leader forgot to give you the information. Maybe the parent forgot to give it to the den leader, but they know that little Jimmy earned some award, and then at that next PAC meeting or award ceremony, little Jimmy didn't get the award. Just work with them to make sure it's all communicated, and just take care of those things in a timely manner, because the boys love getting awards, and I think many times the parents like to see the boys get awards more. So, and always, encourage scouts. Take a looking at all those electives that we see in the ranks and stuff, so they can earn their arrow points and whatnot. And in the new system, there'll be rewards there as well. And then also maintain the online record. So there's a national advancement to get you your advancement reports to submit, and those council reports. Just be up to date with those. And once a month is more than enough for that. Knowing that come this time of year, May or so, starts to get very busy with all those ranks, all those final belt loops, pins, whatever to go. So those would be what I'd recommend. Check us out for the resources at brightideascouting.com/park015. And as always, learn everything you can, share everything you know, and live by the Scout Oath and Scout Law.